Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 15 of our House of Spartenos playthrough in Crusader Kings 3, version 1.11. We are desperate Porphyrius of Sicily and we have just assumed the throne maybe a year or two ago and have, given our father has had 9 children. We have 4 duchies. In our kingdom we control the Duchy of Capua, but the Duchy of Benevento and the Duchy of Salerno have rebelled in an attempt to put Prince Paschalis, the Honorable, also he claims, on the throne. We're in 966 AD, so almost 100 years into the game. But let's go ahead and zoom in here. We're going to have to raise our armies. I literally just declared war at the end of last episode. We will raise our armies and show them who is actually in charge this realm. I'm going to... Oh man, we should have kept marching on Salerno. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Now they're going to link up, I thought. Okay. Go ahead and try to split them up. Take them out one more, or at least start the battle with one of them. Ooh, what is this? Oh dear. Okay. Sorry, I didn't quite understand what was that about. I'll remove that rally point. What? Sorry. Sorry. I'm not sure how that worked. Okay, let's go ahead and intercept, and that's good. They've decided to go for the easy kill here on Count of Apulia, and they did murder 78 of our men. Empty council position. I think this was Prince Paschalis, your brother-in-law and commander, Balk Vidraschu, likes us. Okay, that's 18. And who is actually commanding our army? He is our marshal. Okay, it looks like we will be able to catch the Duchy of Benevento. And we are much stronger, but we are paying for this army, for this raised army, out of our savings. Just a little dangerous. Okay, Apulia's under siege. Demetrius comes of age. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Despite having had more than a fair share of experience with lying as a child, Demetrius always found it difficult to apply that kind of creativity in any structured fashion. While he has shown himself fully capable of petty scheming, a few would call it refined. But refinement is not always what you need. They grow up so fast. He does have a betrothed, which has given us an alliance to Count of Lecce, but we're not necessarily needed right now. So let's go ahead. Keep watching this battle. Okay, that's it. Hang on, let's pause. Oh, and we actually managed. Your forces captured your vassal, Duchess Eustathia. Okay. We can actually go ahead and end this war. The force demands the contested title remains with you. All rebelling vassals are imprisoned. Just Eustathia, Benevento, valuable prisoners. Okay, cannot join another faction. You lose 30 opinion. You imprison Prince Paschalis as well. Okay, you cannot join another faction in 10 years. Go ahead and enforce demands. Disband our armies. And I think I will be taking... I would like to take the Duchy of Salerno. Let's use this opportunity to consolidate. What actually happened was, it was in fact our brother that inherited the Duchy of Benevento, but he didn't have Prince Pancratius. Yeah, it was Prince Pancratius that inherited the Duchy of Benevento, but then Duchess Eustathia actually first overthrew him and left him just the county of Foggia, but claimed the Duchy of Benevento. So first of all, she is really the ringleader here. Move to dungeon. Well, yeah, they certainly are moving to dungeon. Blind. Renaxino, since birth, Porphyrius can see nothing. Hang on, let's just quickly check in the Greek culture, Byzantine traditions. We can blind our prisoners. Rulers can blind prisoners. Rulers can castrate prisoners. Can appoint chief eunuch children. Thought it was Eastern law legalistic. Just vassals acceptance of right of criminals punishment. There was, I think, somewhere where it said that blind and castrated nobles can't physically disfigured, and there it is. This guy's right here. Physically disfigured and infertile claimants cannot press their claims against rulers of this culture. Well, first of all, Stathia, execute, ransom, negotiate release. Can we execute her? Is a known criminal, revolt against me, execute without being viewed as a tyrant. Let's have a look. What does she have? Her heir is Lutberga. Can we take away her title? Retract vassal. Make one of the direct vassal. No, that's modify vassal contract. Execute ransom, negotiate, release, torture, move to dungeon. Can we take any of her grant title, grant vassal, modify vassal contract? What could we do? We could raise taxes on her, as well as feudal levies. She's not the rightful duchess anyway, so I want to take away her title. She's not even House Spartenos. So she, ambitious. You gain 19 dread, gains the trait blind, leaves the prison, loses 50 opinion of you. Blinded me, crime, rightful imprisonment. Maybe it's our realm. Let's check our realm. Despot of Sicily, where feudal kingdom, realm size 15, counties in your domain, and our vassals is 1, and counties in vassal domains is 14. Region presumptive, despotis, and Melissa, selfless. Domain, vassals, succession. So we're autonomous vassals. Vassals provide levies and taxes, but are otherwise free to do as they wish. Rulers can change between available partition succession laws. Titles can be revoked. Vassals can be retracted. First of all, we are going to pass limited crown authority. Limited. Right? Clearly, in light of the civil war, and given we have just emerged victorious from it, some changes are needed. And Despot Porphyrius is a mastermind philosopher and currently training to be a scholar. So he knows history, he knows how things work, and he knows how to govern. There we go. Revoke title, indeed. Duchy of Benevento. And County of Benevento. Will accept. We also revoke County of Lanciano, taxes +1 per month, 2.8. We're definitely revoking the duchy from her. I see no choice but to bow to your decision to strip me of the Duchy of Benevento. Duchess Eustacia is a known criminal revolted against me. Allow her to revoke her title without being viewed as a tyrant. You conceded the title revocation reason. Okay, Duchess Eustacia of Benevento got a pressed claim on Duchy of Benevento. Grew closer to forming a rivalry with you. Okay, so she's now Countess. Well, you know what? I will also make you blind. Gain a trait blind, leaves prison, loses 50 opinion of you. Well, that's what you get. Can we... May incur tyranny unless you have a cause for revocation. So if we were to revoke County of Lanciano from her, act of tyranny, everyone would hate us. We'll leave you as a count. You will be blinded. You know, we're not gonna mess about. So you will be blinded and you will remain in our dungeon. You, however, Sir, Duchy of Salerno, he is House Spartenos. Duke Pascalis, and he's 60 years old. He's an old man. Yeah, whereas Eustacia is young, ambitious, diligent. She's the threat. This guy, on the other hand, what is he? Just, calm, stubborn, misguided warrior. I think he was just manipulated into it. He is of House Spartanus in the end. He's irritable. He's old. I don't think he really knew what he was doing. That is not an excuse. You know, Duchy of Salerno is going to have to go. You've proven yourself to be disloyal, and we will not tolerate that. We will concede, yeah, revoke all titles from you. I see no choice but to bow to your decision to strip me of the Duchy of Salerno. Just so. And we'll let you go, though. Castrate. Okay, you just sit in the prison. Let's go ahead and unpause just for a second. The jailer drags a panicked Countess Eustacia into the room. Please, I will do anything. Anything you want. The protests are cut short as the jailer gags her and ties her down on the table. Oh, Eustacia, I sigh theatrically. You and I never quite saw eye to eye. But on the bright side, I have finally decided how to rectify the situation. Oh yes, this will hurt. Eustacia gains the trait Blind. Martial, -6. Stewardship, Intrigue, Prowess, minor health penalty. Gains recently blinded for 1 year, minor penalty. 98 stress, critical. Leaves the prison. Gains 5% chance of getting the trait Lunatic. Oh yes, this will hurt. She's already frail. That's what you get for revolting. Known. Despot, Porphyrius, does not take such offenses lightly. Okay. So let's let's just go ahead and deal with our old Scalius Spartenos, your prisoner, our uncle. You know, he will hate us. He's a title claimant. He revoked my title. Okay, he's gonna have to sit under house arrest for now. 6 years old, I mean, it's okay. He will remain in house arrest until he, you know, has some time to think about what he has done. Who else do we have in our dungeon here? Ariagnia Rantoskidi. Just ransom you for a hook. Just stay there. Execute, negotiate, release. Aymar. Who are you? A low-born Catholic French, ambitious and just. Orthodoxy is a straight personal diplomacy. Okay, you can just stay there. Fine, together with Pascalius. Let's go ahead and unpause. Well, actually, sorry, let's just pause again. Demand artifact. To my liege, you have something that should legitimately belong to me. Relinquish it at once. In memory of Massiva. This tome retells the story of when Count Sergius II of Napoli called an Orthodox holy war on the county of Cosenza against Massiva. Sword on it. Massiva. I think that's only has a year left in it. Sure. Accept. Loses 60 opinion. Goes closer to forming a rivalry. Will become owner of Massiva. Gains 30 opinion. He's a vassal. The Duke of Apulia. Sure, you can have it. It's about to break anyway. These old histories. I mean, it would have been nice to keep them, but unfortunately we didn't have the funds. We didn't have an antiquarian to keep them. But there were a few of these books we had about the very early years of our dynasty under the first king. Sorry, it wasn't even king, it was Count Gregorius. But that's okay. So here we are. So, okay, defeat. This was our 156 levies massacred. Well, they should have risen up in Napoli straight away. They did not. Battle of Apulia. Okay, initial army size. Yeah, we decimated the legions. Legions stand strong. Countered by armored footmen. Yeah, had no chance. 600 dead. Activity available. Grand Tour. Host a magnificent tour and pay a visit to your vassals and their lands. Each stop will have a 2 months duration. Anticipated rewards from hosting a grand tour. County control, popular opinion, stress loss. Tour success rewards. Level 1 prestige. Level 2 parochial vassal opinion. Visited vassal opinion. Itinerant liege. Vassal tax contribution. Development growth and realm capital per 0.2. Level 5. This character hosted a magnificent tour. Vassal limit. Vassal tax contribution, development growth in realm plus 0.3. That would be nice, but that costs a fortune. I'm not sure we can really afford it right now. Let's go ahead and just unpause. Just let the time roll a little bit. Let's check that. Are we still all Orthodox? There's no, yeah, it's nice. No Catholic influence. Culture-wise, okay, we do need to get back to our roots. Unfortunately, Sicilian offshoot of the culture has taken hold in our realm. By Marshal Buck has been showing off a promising new recruit. Theodotus Serblias, 18 prowess, 14 giant. Very well. Welcome to join ranks. So we are doing okay. Let's go ahead and, are we changing culture anywhere? Yes, we are. We're changing culture in Puglia. 12 months, county of Apulia. We'll do more. What we would like to do though is really to get development in Napoli up to 30. Development growth 4, monthly growth nothing. Yeah, we'll have a lot of bonuses. We really need to have our steward on there. Following faction target you has disbanded. Yeah, faction to install Prince Marcus. I think he realized what's better for him. Claimant Prince Pancratius of Sicily. Really? Yeah, I mean, you can give it a go. It's 400 men. But here we are. We now have 4 of the 5 counties. Our income is +8. The Grand Tour. Let's hold court. Go ahead and hold court. I think this is the first court we're going to hold as Despot Porphyrius. And again, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. Gesture the first in line to approach. Before me stands my brother and friend, Prince Pancratius, his head hung low. My lord, Foggia has been hit hard by the recent enemy occupation. The people are starving, our fields not recovering, and our livestock are not enough to survive anymore. We beg you to intervene and to save your devoted subjects with your great magnanimity. He bows deeply and falls silent. Some gold will help lessen your sufferings. Gets a weak hook, county investment, development growth plus 5%, popular opinion. I will grant you tax relief for te. Holding taxes minus 50%. Oh, let's just give him a bit of gold, 45 gold. Some gold will help lessen the suffering. Alfred Berkeley, your guest, official inspector. This character has been sent by the capital to supervise local growth. Just some gold. I want to send some. Who's this? Who's this? Some Catholic Anglo-Saxon. Who is he? Oh, he does have 18 stewardship, although he doesn't. He's an eager reveler, pilgrim. I know just the right person. Leaves your court. As an official inspector. Sure. I mean, we need to look after our finances, and after all, this is County of Foggia is not the biggest tax contributor, the most important province in our realm, so I know just the person for the job. Send him off. Frontier Fracas. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat of a stranger in this court, as I do not recognize him, and the eyes of Marshal Balk have been on them since they first entered. My lord, I have come to declare that the people of Capua are refusing to pay the taxes you have levied upon us. In times past, our land and people were granted rights and privileges which your recent exactions ignore. We request that you address our concerns fairly, or else. Imprison this wretch, Marshal, and crush the rabble. You imprisoned Adrianos Skrinarios, vindictive villain. The Orthodox Greek, club-footed monk. Trick the ringleaders into an... Wait, hang on, imprison. So 78%. It's a martial challenge. The upstart peasants are defeated. You gain 100 martial experience. Bark Vigil gains experience at crowd control. More effective at increased control council task. The control level will change by -50. Tax revolt ongoing. Trick the ringleaders into an ambush. 50% you successfully trick the leaders of the tax revolt into an ambush, cementing your reputation as a skilled intriguer. You will find it easier to convince people to join your schemes. Or the leaders of the tax so through your bluff. So basically lose control or we get 100 of intrigue. I'm willing to hear you out, Adrianos. Okay, there's a diplomacy challenge. And 71% the leaders of the tax revolt are unconvinced and refuse to negotiate. So we basically lose 50 control or a bit of experience. That sounds to me like you may be misinterpreting some charters. Okay, it's a stewardship challenge. We gain 90 potentially. We gain tax assessor, vassal taxes. You successfully demonstrate that the leaders of the tax revolt have simply misinterpreted an old law and therefore their complaint is unmerited. I like this one. We're all about law and stewardship, I guess, in the sort of Greek culture and dynasty, sort of what legacies we picked. Let's go ahead. It's a 50-50. Sounds to me like you may be misinterpreting some charters. Oh, nope. Tax revolt continues. Didn't work, unfortunately. We lost this court case. An unusual case has reached my court. 2 women, that's the next petitioner. An unusual case has reached my court. 2 women claim that a baby girl is theirs. None of the villagers can stand as witnesses, saying that it's as if the child appeared out of thin air. No one knew that the women were expecting or adopting. Nothing. The mystery has captivated the people, and while we may never know how this all happened, I must resolve this conundrum. What decision should I make for the future of this child? Test the mothers to see who cares about the child's welfare. You remember an incredible similar event in a book where the true mother was discovered when suggesting to split the baby in 2. Oh, this is where I learned. Exactly, that's where we're gonna go. We're a mastermind philosopher. There we go. The last petitioner departs. Various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain talking among themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. My business here is done. Unfortunately, we do have to go and increase control in Capua. But that's okay. I mean, it happened. Peasants didn't understand the intricacies of our legal system. Plebs. Arranged betrothal. Oh, this is a bit tricky. I don't want to get involved in any more of these foreign adventures. Catholic. To the impeccable despot Porphyrius of Sicily, I propose a betrothal between my son, Sancho del Bierzo, and your daughter, Basilike Spartenos. Sorry, let's pause this. Basilike, she's 12. My daughter. Guardian, she's a steward. She's wounded for some reason. He's son of King Udo. Is that... He's not his heir. He's 3rd in line. 30,666. Okay, they are potentially threatened by infidels. We might wanna... We are zealous. We are zealous and brave. So let's go ahead and accept. That is a good alliance to have, and perhaps we even help drive the infidels. That something's probably concerning Despot Porphyrius. Encroachment of the infidels on Christian soil. Neighbor Basilius Bartholomeus has lost against Duke Sertor of Chaldea in the Liberty War. Oof. He's now not part of the Byzantine Empire? No, he's still part. I guess maybe he has more rights. Interesting. Oof, the Byzantine Empire is being crushed by the Nureddin. Okay. Nureddin, 3,000 men. Okay, we need to take care of our own realm, but is this the time to perhaps Perhaps... Let's look at this Emperor. He's weak. And Devi is no longer your court physician. That's fine. She was infidel anyway. Let's search for a physician. Is it perhaps time Basilius Bartholomeus of the Byzantine Empire seized de jure Duchy of Sicily? Greetings, my implacable liege. I have arrived in Napoli to pay homage to you, glorious despot, as a show of my loyalty, Prince Marcos. Cruel. Hang on a second. I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty, as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Okay, you receive Prince Marcos in your royal court, you gain 50. Sure. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Prince Marcos, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth his gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record his pledges to serve despot of Sicily. At last I bid the dukes arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Marcos's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. I accept your generous gifts, Prince Marcos. Okay, Prince Marcos gains 75 prestige, we gain 6 court grandeur. 150 prestige, we gain 50. Okay, and Dynasty Spartenos gains 100 renown. Okay. Okay, let's just pause. Court grandeur mark increased to level 6. Available Dynasty Legacy. Perfect. That's the third one. Law, sound administration, and just rule in the eyes of vassals and peasants alike. That's what we've gone with before. That gives us popular opinion, and hunt and feast cost minus 30%. Popular opinion plus 5. We also have title creation cost minus 20%, and control growth plus 0.2. That's faithful magistrates. Next one is power and prosperity. Building construction cost and holding construction cost minus 5%. Monthly stewardship lifestyle plus 10%. Could do. What else could we do? We also had a long line of, currently, erudition, skilled guests, clerical approval, and capable advisors. Guest recruitment court, ordained rulership, monthly piety. We have been we haven't had a lot of zealots in our line. We had quite a bit of intrigue in our line, but dread, we didn't really rely on dread. We were hostile, scheme, agent, bribe costs. We didn't really scheme all that much though in the end. We did have, never had a single warrior in our house, frankly, of any distinction. Haven't done a lot of activities. Haven't learned a lot of languages. Desirable match. We haven't really focused on any of this. Kin, maybe? No. I think we just keep focusing on administering our lands, and that is how we see ourselves. We're the Greeks. Right? We are the center of civilization, as Byzantium continues to be encroached on by the infidels. You know, we might be the last bastion. Civilization left, power and prosperity. Monthly stewardship lifestyle. And we have our grandfather. We had 2 good stewards, especially the founder of our, or not the founder of our dynasty, sorry, the first count of Napoli we played as, and effectively the founder of our dynasty 100 years ago. He was a great steward. He's who built up County of Napoli into a little powerhouse, upgrading everything to level 2. And therefore building that, building up the local economy that has allowed us to spread. So we'll go ahead and keep relying on the law. Court physician. This world is full of dangers, even to a despot and his court. Through my request, my servants have inquired after recommendations. Now they have assembled a few options to choose from. Leonpo is widely known in scholarly circles. Okay, we can actually hire better advisors. Herbalist, pilgrim. He's infirm though. Weak of body, Leonpo is not fit for much except waiting for death to claim him. Ah, that's a shame. Mihail is quite experienced. Where's Mihail? Orthodox Bulgarian. Oh, he's a good. Mihail, quite experienced. 85 it will cost us. 10 months, a year of our tax revenue. Aptitude is good. His aptitude. Okay, well, Leonpo's aptitude is terrible. Terrible. Average. Okay. Mihail is 45 years old, humble, calm, gluttonous. Okay, he likes to eat. It's not a crime. Apparently Mihail is quite experienced. We are swaying Prince Marcos. He is a strong vassal, but he is serving us well as a spy master. He is terrified of us due to dreadful reputation. Trembling before you, he will never oppose you directly. Yeah, but he's in a perfect position to oppose us indirectly. Let's have a look. Personal diplomacy, too many duchies I hold. Strong vassal, short reign. Okay, that will slowly go away. High taxes, smelly court. Okay, hopefully that goes away. We didn't have the money to fix the sewage problems in our castle. Title claimant. So the only thing we can really do is we have what, too many duchies. I mean, how many is too many? We have this Capua, Benevento, and Salerno. Definitely want to keep Salerno. Definitely want to keep that. Gives us 2.1. Camarda, 1.2. We can actually even build a building here. Benevento, 1.6. Yeah, well, no wonder. Salerno, once we're done constructing gardens and vegetable plantations. Because this is, again, guys, remember, these are farmlands. This is the best type of terrain in Crusader Kings 3. And very rare. You see, it's only Palermo here, Rome, Napoli, Salerno. Very, very rare. See, and no surprise where empires rose. You see all around Paris. I mean, a little bit in this is Barony, Chichester, London. Yeah, the Rhine. This is Cologne, right? No, it's Kleve. Kind of where Cologne is, I think. You'll see they're very rare, and that's typically where some capitals or some major centers are. These are hills, actually. No, sorry, these are also farmlands, actually. Florence, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and pause. So, keeping Duchy of Capua and Salerno is key. These are the two main duchies. Household savings. Neighbor Basilius Bartholomeus was lost against Prince Abbas of Vaspurakan in a holy war for the Duchy of Diyarbakir. Oh, okay. Byzantine Empire is falling. That is what we see. They're weakened. We have to, we have to build our own strength here. County of Palermo, Duchess. Okay, what does she have? 1,400 men, pikemen, onagers, etc. Can we? The Jure Duchy. Sicily. Cost us 500 prestige. We do have allies too, by the way. Allies 3. Who are our allies? King Bermudo of Leon. 3,500. So that would be 5,500. Dukes Pamphilus of Dyrrhachion. And Count Constantinus of Lecce. Yeah, will he help us though? I doubt it, frankly. Yeah, I'm not sure we can rely on these allies in this war against the Byzantine Empire. He does, however, have 4,000 men, and Queen Margaret, ooh, he's allied with Italy. 1,700 men. Mostly pikemen, however. Okay, let's perhaps hold on a little bit. We'll go ahead and increase the size of our legions further. Let's go ahead and also station our legions in all the right places. For example, our first legion will be stationed in Camarda, where we actually have wooden barracks, which perhaps we should even upgrade to levying grounds. 223 years, station heavy infantry damage plus 40%, levies plus 165. By clearing a large swathe of land of any obstructions, we can muster our soldiers in one place for division into units. The clear vision also allows for easier spotting of deserters. Alright, this is on top of wooden barracks. The simple wooden barracks offer basic protection from the elements to the levies as they train for war. And levying grounds. By clearing a large swathe of land of any obstructions, right, we can muster our soldiers in one place for division into units. Okay, 220 for 3 years. Not sure we're ready for that. The bonus is definitely nice, but I'm not sure. Station in Salerno, station in Napoli. We will station the 2nd Legion in Napoli. We will station our archers. Used to be stationed in Foggia. Oh, Benevento. Okay. What's that? Why is that? Oh, because camp cook station archers. Okay, so here we had militia camps. Upon calling levies, they are gathered into rudimentary camps where they can get to sleep in simple tents. While not the most comfortable, it is a cheap and portable type of camp. It's militia camps. 20% to archers. Excellent camp cooks. By assigning a portion of the levies to collect and prepare food for the rest, more men are lured in from the countryside, drawn in by the smell of food. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so that's where can we station our onagers? So, Salerno. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and just wait. Just train up our military. Despot Porphyrius, you know, he's shrewd. He's a theologian. You know, he knows we need to build up a bastion against the infidels. I mean, Catholics are of lesser concern, but are of a concern anyway. Queen Margaret of Italy. What can we suggest from Falsus claims? I've prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you're the rightful lord of Judicado of Tortoli. That's another thing we're working on. Alright, Archon of Sardinia. See it done, 69. We will declare war. Our claims. We need to build a foothold here. Go ahead. We will declare war. Raise all here. And we will go ahead and land. We will land in Corridoria. Get rid of the penalty. And this is, I feel like this is a despot that could actually, the brave, actually has a vision. I think his vision will be to build a bastion of Greek culture and Orthodox religion here in southern Italy as a bulwark against the encroaching infidels. The Byzantine Empire clearly is not fit to protect us all. My lord, my patriarch, let's look at this, coveted literature. My patriarch Anthemos approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the influential Regula Pastoralis, but refuses to sell it to me. If you make him see the error of his way, I would be in your debt. I'll make sure the book gets to you. 25 learning in a weak hook. This sounds like a you problem. He's a good friend of ours, but we can't spend half of our treasury right now. This book sounds interesting. You increase your learning by +1, you gain 50 learning experience. Well, yeah, we are, you know, probably a sucker for learning. We're a mastermind philosopher. Let's go ahead. This book looks interesting. Yeah, we can't resist, can we? Oof, we can't resist. Gonna get that book. Task finished. Okay, let's okay, that was him. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that was him finishing the task of fabricating a claim. Chief eunuch position vacated. Okay, betrothed can marry. Let's go ahead and pause for a second. Who is this? Prince Maruccius Spartenos, Emma Carling Pavia. Okay, he gets 800 prestige. Why? Marrying into House Carling. Marrying close relative of King Omori. So who is she? Emma Carling Pavia. Carling Pavia dynasty. Siblings. Okay, she's sister. Her youngest sister of Queen Margaret of Italy. Okay, let's go ahead. Sister Emma be joined in holy matrimony. May Saint Bridget bless their union. Excellent. Okay, we do have a spot for. Let's skip ahead. I'll keep this unpaused. We'll keep an eye on this invasion. Chancellor we need. Court physician. You could be our chancellor too. He's got your vassal in Heteria. What about our power? Prince Dionysius of Sicily, your brother vassal. 12. We should give preference to our family members. Definitely not you. Your brother and vassal. 13. 12. Prince Dionysius of Sicily. Which one is the more powerful one? 400 men? Well, okay, to be honest. Lowborn Chancellor. That's good. Our brother. 36. Prince Dionysius. Yeah, we don't want a leper, frankly, as our Chancellor. Let's go ahead and put Prince Dionysius in there. Okay, and then we can stand here, siege quickly. It's only 8. Oh, 30 now. Let's go over here. Siege this. Siege the Corradoge of Cagliari. Right. That's 30. Wow. Sardinia is a rich, rich province. What do they have in here? What do they have in here that makes them so rich? Let's see. But yes, we are going to manage our realm. I think that's the way Despot Porphyrius thinks. Prince Justinus of Sicily finished the promote culture task in Apulia. Excellent. I mean, we would want to convert everyone to Greek culture, but at the same time, though, I mean, it takes 11 years to gain 1 point of development. Oh God, at this rate, it would take 100 years. 100 years to get us to 30, and that's what we need to build a university. 100 years. Okay. Or we could convert everyone to Greek culture. Convince de jure territory will be assigned to convince de jure territory. The target county requires its ruler to hand it over to its de jure liege. Can we do that with Lecce? Convince de jure territory. Let's go ahead and try that. Can that work diplomatically? 15 years. 15 years this is going to take. Well, we do want Count Constantinus of Lecce to come on to our side. We have actually had some relations with House Chlorococcus, who used to be, I think, the emperors of Byzantium. Are we really going to spend 15 years? No, or do we just conquer it? And also promote Greek culture in Camarda, for example, where our legions are stationed. Let's do that. That takes 9 years. That's more important. Yeah, I think that's more important. Okay, let's get back to our siege here. 5 months now. Level 5 fort, 30 loot. Oof, we are dangerously close to being Melissa getting the train pregnant again. Wow, late child. Okay, we need to be a little bit careful. In fact, we need to be more than a little bit careful. We need to win this war very quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up, because we're about to go into debt. And I don't think soldiers like it when you go into debt. A sacred text. As I'm out for a stroll around the market, a merchant calls me over, insisting he has something that will pique my interest. The scent of drying herbs and foreign tinctures overwhelms my senses as I approach the stall. He is rifling through his collection of dusty tomes and other treasures. After some digging, the merchant produces an old book and insists I need for what is to come. Oof, you will receive a book artifact. Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. I'll take what I need. What need do I have for books? I'll take what I need. I don't have any gold, but I want that book. And I am the despot here. I'll take what I need. Lombard Treatise. A plain tome that shows an excellent understanding of scholarly matters as it touches upon the subject of prestigious theological treatise. The cover is leather, displaying a repeating image of a majestic bird enunciated by the placement of rock crystal inserts, and is held close by ornamental clasps. Okay, piety, prestige, clergy, monthly learning, lifestyle experience. Okay, that's a good artifact to have. As I'm putting away my newly acquired Lombard treatise, a slip of parchment falls out. Upon it are instructions for a practice called bibliomancy, where one might divine their fortune from a passage in a book. All I need to do is open this text to a random spot and read the first fateful verse my eyes might fall upon. The temptation is overwhelming. Definitely. Learning lifestyle perk. I'll have nothing to do with this unholy practice. No, but you gain 30 stress because you're zealous. I would think you gain stress for indulging in these blasphemous sort of exercises, but okay. The temptation is overwhelming. A sacred text, fateful reading. I follow the instructions to the letter and select a passage at random from the text before me. Shivering with anticipation, I open my eyes and read. Fear is the mind killer. A coward dies 1,000 tiny deaths, yet a valiant man dies but once. What am I to make of this? Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Fascinating. This requires further research. We have a learning challenge. I discover 99% that we discover the true meaning of this passage. 100 learning, lifestyle experienced, gain focused reading, 75 prestige. Oh yes, I mean we'll have to do further research. Nice. Okay. We need to get this gold. A sacred text, nothing to fear. I finally cracked the mysterious passage from Lombard treatise and feel much wiser for it. Thanks to that merchant, the threads of fate suddenly appear more clearly to me. Fear may well be the mind killer, but I have faced my fear. Without fear, I die but once. Indeed. Go ahead and see what we have here. Increased development and county efficiency plus 20%. Okay, we're not doing that anytime soon. Your wards can get additional skills and can become your friends. Or do we go scholarly circles? Your learning per level of devotion plus 2. Different cultures here. Faith opinion. Okay, let's gain plant cultivation. Let's get pedagogy and then we'll keep going on the right hand side, since we might have some wards. Okay. Learn language success chance plus 25%. Your wards can get additional skills. Okay. We need to go and defeat 37 casualties to walk through here. We need to go ahead and defeat. Oh, okay. That wasn't the right. Okay, let's just go and decimate them. New lifestyle perk. Okay, let's get plant cultivation for 20% development. It's okay. We're gonna fight them in the mountains, but defeat them easily anyway. Minus they have the fame. They have the advantage. We only have 200 armored footmen, 200 archers. They're no match for the Greek legions. Taken a siege. Allied combatant slain. Mikhail Komena, a nobleman, was slain during the battle of... Oh, he was... Oh, our physician. What were you even doing in there? Oh. Come on, we just paid like 45 gold for you, right? Oh, slain. Battle of Isili. Oh. This war cost us. Let's go ahead and siege this down. Oh, level 6, my god. Okay, we'll just put this on speed 5. Siege this down. Melissa, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have a perfect little daughter. Good Greek name. Chrysogone. Sure, we never had a Chrysogone in our dynasty. Boy. Oh, we're deeply in debt. Task aborted. We no longer continue to increase county. Okay, garden vegetables constructed. Prince Marcus swayed. Okay, this is all good, but we need money. Is there anything we can do? Order mass eviction. Restore accolades. Visit a brothel. We really need some money. Royal Court, feline hunter. I think I found the reason why some days are more rat-free than others, my brother and friend Prince Pancratius happily declares as he moves aside to reveal a servant holding a very displeased cat. It wriggles in an attempt to free itself from the scratched-up arms of the servant, meowing in a rather endearing fashion. I'd say this is one successful rat hunter. In fact, it was in the middle of a wrestling match with a fat one when we found it. What say you? Should we adopt this cat? I'd love a feline companion. Begin a pet cat, intrigue and learning. This character enjoys the company of a feline companion. Sure. Love cats. Court artifact. You have one. Can we... Oh, we can even display the Lombard treaties out here. Okay, we need to finish this war ASAP because we can't afford any wars anymore. The secret exposed. My son-in-law Theodorus has accused my daughter Ekaterine of having an extramarital affair with my Hetaria Biaglu. Oh, how could she defile the sanctity of her marriage? I think she did that. Oof, yeah, I think she did that before we ever married him. These accusations are naught but a malice and lies. Ekaterine, against 30 opinion, you gain 40 just because you're zealous. Yeah, this crime cannot go unpunished. Guards, you imprison Ekaterine, your daughter. Theodorus, Princess Ekaterine, gains the trait adulterer, loses everything. It kind of depends who we side with. We are zealous, so cannot go unpunished. As the cat rests in my lap, contently purring, I ponder what I should name him. Something historical, something alluding to his orange fur, something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch him behind the ear. Oof. Flame. What should we... We'll give him a good Greek name. We'll name him... What should we name him after? We haven't had any rivals or adversaries or any best friends. Pause. Let's just make him Pause. What a great name. The scandal. My daughter Ekaterine has been showing signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought that her husband Theodorus was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father-to-be is none other than Biaglu. Were you, mate? Okay, it's obviously not unmarried. That's the problem. If only it could have stayed a secret. Now everyone knows. Dear. It has been brought to my attention that Tenjin, a renowned Christian playwright, intends to hold a performance of his work titled The Passion of Jesus. The price of admission is steep, but this is likely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to witness a Tenjin play with my own eyes. A pious night at the theater it is. I might gain a learning lifestyle experience. Yes, of course, we have to. As I watch the play unfold before me, it quickly becomes clear why Tenjin is so well known as a literary genius. The prose, the performance, all of it makes me feel as though I am witnessing the events of the scriptures unfold in front of me, as if I were there to behold God's work myself. Once the play has drawn to a close, I find myself alone with Tenjin. You must teach me to interpret the scriptures as you do. You pay 50 to Tenjin, which we don't have, plunging our realm deeper into debt. You gain 50 piety, you gain 25 stress because you're zealous and arrogant. Or I could write better than this. You might gain a learning lifestyle perk, you lose 18 stress. So you're arrogant, learning channels against Tenjin. He's 0. Ah, come on, we're pretty smart ourselves. We are arrogant too, I could write better than this. Really worth it, a Christian play of my own. It has been quite some time since I originally vowed to outdo the inferior work of Tenjin, and as the ink of my scribes grows dry, I admire my own work. 2000 Sicilian Nights is a work deserving of being called a masterpiece by my own humble reckoning. The only question that remains is who should play the lead role. Myself in disguise, of course. Exactly. we are arrogant, you will attempt to outperform Tangerine in a duel using your diplomacy skill. It's father's time to shine. Eileen, host is natural charmer. No, myself in disguise, of course. Question. Dramatic debut. I take a breath and prepare to perform my play, assured that it will be impeccable, with me here to deliver its pious message. I attempt to read the opening lines, but immediately choke on my words and rigidly stumble through the script, failing to recall my own writings. Oh yeah, diplomacy isn't great. My audience grants me no pardon and quickly begins jeering and hissing at me. I keep pressing on, hoping that I may at some point regain my momentum and salvage this performance, but it's no good. Before I even reach the end, the theater sits empty, and I am left a disgrace. Oof. Gain food, perhaps. Playing is not for me. Why? Well, that's what you get for being arrogant. Throw them all in jail. My courtier Emma has given birth to a son, since he is of Spartenos. Dionysius Emma Carling Pavia. Okay, Marcos. May you grow strong and wise. So this war needs to finish. To the impeccable despot Porphyrius of Sicily, I'm calling you to honor our alliance and join me in the war against the tyranny of Dukes Pamphilius. Allies. Dukes Pamphilius of Dyrrachium. These are our allies. Enemies. Okay. Join war. Okay, we will accept. Although, right, we can't. Not really in a position to help anyone right now. Let's go ahead and enforce demands. Yep. Expand army take 5 months to return home, taking it longer to raise them again. We do have now 8 months worth. We can't even sail back. I think we do disband it, to be honest. Whoa, what is this? What is going on here? What is going on? Hang on a second. This is Prince Marcos. Army of Rossano. Oh, okay. Prince Dionysius of Sicily, a brother. Defending against Prince Marcos the Cruel Sicily in the Calabrian claim on county of Capua. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Consolidating power. It's a bit dangerous, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and disband. It will take us 5 months. I think that's okay. That's our only choice. We need to fix our finances right now. In debt. County of come out against lack of sheriffs. Okay, let's go ahead and reinforce our armies, and we need to make more money. It needs to happen. Okay, this our ally is Duchy of Dyrrachium is winning. Go ahead and go to speed 3. Really hope they don't land on our shores. Time to raise 4 months. Soldiers returning home from recently disbanding. Okay. Why is our income so low? Unraised men at arms. Oof. Okay, someone is definitely sailing to us. That is not good. Oh, there's no enemy. Okay, they're sailing away. Nephew released. Spartenos left the prison. Nikitas Spartenos left the prison. Okay, Prince Marcos. He now controls. He's over his domain limit. All his sons will hopefully inherit. This is his primary heirs, Baron Grigori of Priopolia. Why is he there? Oh, Spartenos. Okay. Child of my dynasty. My daughter CK3 has given birth to a daughter. Give her like an orthodox name. Mark her out. Stefania Benedicta. May you grow strong and wise. I mean, what are you gonna do? Let's just negotiate release. Take the vows. Right. Banish her. Employ executioner. Gets appointed as your executioner. Concedes. Alright. Take the vows. Divorces Princess CK3 of Sicily. Yeah, no more of this. She's 24 years old. She's comely. She's an adulterer. We will make her take the vows. She has 4 children. Enough of this nonsense. You're prisoner. And she's divorced from Theodorus. Chaste, temperate. Oh, banish her. Do we ask her to take the vows? Yes, we do, I think. Divorces Princess CK3 of Sicily. She's gonna have to raise her kids on her own. That's what you get. We'll find you a better wife. She will have to become a nun. My dear father, you have no choice but to accept conditions of my release. Okay, you, sir, then need a spouse. Right. Find you a good spouse. You're 31 years old. 2 kids. Age difference. Let's say maybe 5. Fertile. No, actually, sorry. It's not. Is it all difference? It's up to 10. Find you a good wife, sir. I mean, he is what? He's of House Labuzenos. Dare to be bold. He's a knight. How do we find a good wife for him? He's temperate, chaste, and shy. Relevance. Let's go by age, I guess. Yeah, younger the better. For medieval times, I think that's fitting. Patient, callous, generous, someone with similar traits. To you, temperate and chaste. Giving, shy, generous, craven. There you go. Temperate, patient, arbitrary. Greek. Jan Focus. Why not? She's 22. She's an insightful thinker. That's good enough. That is good enough. What is our... Oh, that's our princess. That's our oldest daughter. Okay, she's a nun. Piety plus 0.3. Same faith. May not inherit titles. May not marry. Catherine has dedicated her life to the service of a higher power. Let's also release... Oof. Oh, negotiate release. Let's release her, Benedicta. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Excellent. She's a bleeder and a bastard. Oh, any kind of wound might prove fatal to Benedicta since her sanguine humors are in a hurry to escape her body. Oh, she was born in a prison. Okay, empty council position again. What happened to our chancellor? We had a... He died? Must be. Okay, Prince Manuel then. The leper is our chancellor. Really. Well, at least he's part of the family. Let's train. Let's actually increase control. Forge is not our county, neither is Capua. Let's go ahead and train commanders. Yep. And I think we're coming up on the hour, guys. But, yeah, let's maybe take a pause here. We're 100 years into the game. Finally. We only made, what, 3 years in this episode? But that's how we go. Slow and immersive. I think I have an idea for where Despot Porphyrius might want to take this kingdom. But we'll see. Further strife in the Byzantine Empire. I wonder who will carry the mantle of, who will carry orthodoxy. Oh, we are increasingly isolated. Increasingly, our holy sites are completely, yeah. Holy sites are taken over. Constantinople is about to fall. Vatican. Oh, who will hold the line against the infidels? We don't know. The Greek, the Eastern Romans. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have an idea. We'll maybe have a look in the next episode. What Despot Porphyrius might think about, given his 28 learning and mastermind philosopher. But yeah, I think we'll make a cut here, guys. And thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.